Welcome to GSTUBE TV first. Let me just do that here. Subscribe to this channel. Just subscribe already. I mean, if you've been coming or you're new here, don't worry, you're in good hands, in safe hands. Subscribe to this channel. Like this video already. I promise you're going to enjoy it.
So the last 10 years, I'll say I'm separated.
The associate pastor of Fountain of Life Church, Pastor Tolu Odukoya, has confirmed that our suspicion over the years is actually true. Herself and her husband have been separated since 2021. So she has come to make it public 4 years after. And that was because she was celebrating her 40th birthday. She was born on the 1st of September 1985. And so while celebrating her 40th birthday, she revealed that yes, herself and her husband have been separated for 7th of September, rather, I said 9th. They've been separated for, I said first, 7th of September. They've been separated for a couple of years, and she has finally explained what happened between herself and her ex-husband, right? According to her, a marriage ending was a death. She was married from 2012. Actually, she was married from 2012 until 2021. And she said between 2021 and 2023, she experienced multiple deaths. First, the death of a marriage, the death of her stepmom. She lost her biological mother back in 2012, Pastor Bimbo Odukoya. You would know Pastor Bim. She was a relationship coach, marriage counselor, a pastor, advocate for women. She was so many things. And when she passed on, as a result of this Osoliso plane crash back in December of 2012, of 2005, rather am I saying different dates? December of 2005 was when she passed on, when Susoliso airline that was bound for Port Harcourt from Abuja crashed, right? A lot of persons were devastated, but that was a long time ago. Now, she said from 2021, 2023, she experienced multiple deaths. The death of her marriage, the death of her stepmom, Pastor Naomi, who her late father married. Now, Pastor Naomi died. Her marriage ended. Pastor Naomi died. Father's twin brother. Her father was Pastor Tolu Odukoya. So the twin sister, Pastor Kende Odukoya, she passed on. And then the father himself, Pastor Tolu Odukoya, the senior pastor and founder of Fountain of Life Church, also passed away in 2023. So between those times, she lost so many persons. And she said, now her mom's death was sudden. It wasn't something that was expected, right? But the other people that passed on and the marriage and everything, I think she lost, it was gradual. She could see it deteriorate. She knew that the end was coming. So that is actually an even deeper loss to bear, right? So when the father died, and our brother, a younger brother, she's older than the current senior pastor, Pastor Jimmy Odukoya is actually a younger brother, right? And she's the associate senior pastor of Fountain of Life Church, right? So when our brother was made the senior pastor after the father's demise, and the church welcomed him and accepted him, and then they said, oh, she was going to be an associate pastor. She said that she felt like she couldn't, right? Because this is somebody who is no longer married. And she said when your marriage ends, you would expect that I'll get to why the marriage ended though, right? I'm just telling the things she said, and then all of those things that she felt like, oh, this is not where she wanted to be. She didn't plan for her marriage to end, right? So she was just saying, oh, she was going to lay low, just maintain, take care of her children. The marriage produced 3 children, by the way. That's why she was just going to lay low, take care of her kids, just, life is for the living, just do it, jeje, right? Just be taking it one day at a time. Oh my God, let's stay alive and all that. But then when the call came for her to be associate pastor, she had no choice, and she had to tell God that, okay, if this is where you want me to be, it means you've placed something in me. And despite all my baggage, because I'm coming with baggage and a lot of trauma and stuffs that I'm dealing with, and if this is where you want me to be, fine, I will be a pastor. Right, and that's how she found herself in that role. But she said her marriage ending was something that was sort of coming, because when two people who actually are not meant to be, when they fit themselves together by themselves, probability of the marriage lasting is actually very, very slim. There's a possibility that the marriage will not, stand the test of time. And that's sort of what happened to her, insinuating that, both of them were not exactly suited together by the Lord, right? But they just found themselves attractive and all of those things, and then they went ahead to get married. And that is the result. He's a good person. That's, you could be good people as individuals, but not necessarily good people good together as partners, and life, people that should embark on life journey together, right? And passion, different things change. She mentioned passion and direction, insinuating that both of them wanted different things, right, at different levels at a different time in life, and so they could not continue on the lifelong journey together. They just had to part ways, which is how she has explained separation. She never said she was divorced, so we don't know if they are actually going through a divorce, or if it's in court, if it's something that is a process that is ongoing, or if they just separated and they don't want to divorce, right? It's just a separation, doing their own thing, but they are still legally married. We don't know if that is it. Also, people are now raising suspicion concerning Pastor Jimmy. Also, people saying, himself and his wife also have been separated. Pastor Jimmy has 2 children we are not sure if he's still together with a woman, because she's also not in the scene. The same way we were not seeing, Olomide Ijogun for a long time, and that filled the suspicion of separation. We've also not been seeing Pastor Jimmy, in fact, no mention of her on his official pages and all of those things. We've not been seeing anything concerning her. So maybe he's also not together. Now people have different things to say concerning Pastor Tolu announcing that our marriage actually is over and they are separated. People saying, our mother, Pastor Bimbo, the late Pastor Bimbo, would not want that for her. He would have wanted her to stay in the marriage, because she was somebody that while she was here, she helped, a lot of people stay in their marriage. She helped them deal with the issues and whatever they had in their marriage. She was, like I mentioned, she was a marriage counselor, advocate for women and all of those things, right? So she would have wanted Pastor Tolu to stay with the wife. That so another person was like, do you understand that things might happen? Somebody in the comment section was like, the man used to beat her and it was womanizing, like he cheated on her severally. I don't know, there is no proof or claim of that anywhere, but that is what somebody said. Someone is saying, when there is a purpose in your life, you must not be in a rush to marry. In fact, it must be clear that you heard from God and separation can still happen. It is well. Another person saying, marriage is not all about enjoyment. It deals with so much patience, and which is why. And why will his wife be going one way when her husband is going to another? Every lady should marry a man who she can submit, and also a man you can follow his vision. If you have a vision, be ready to fuse it into your husband's vision. If not, stay single and fulfill your vision and destiny. Someone also is saying, I admire Pastor Tolu and I've been sympathetic towards her, realizing quite a lot she has been through in the space of 24 months, like she said, coupled with the mantle of leadership placed on a heavy one at that, Anyways, people have different opinions. Some saying she should go to God and God will restore the marriage. Some saying, she's laying a bad foundation or a bad example for women. People, when we think, it's okay that they can also leave their marriage if they feel like they are no longer in alignment, in the marriage. That's what she's, saying. Someone says she has probably tried her best to avoid this, but then life happens. I pray God protect and heal her. Someone was like, they know the mother very well. The mother was like a mother to them, right? And so churches have made things that marriage is do or die. It is not so, and all of, varying opinions basically. Since Pastor Tolu Odukoya announced the separation of our marriage and explained why it actually ended. They were good people, they are good people, but together they were not fitted for each other, and so they had to separate. Now, if we have further information concerning Pastor Jimmy Odukoya himself, definitely we will let you know in the comment section. So keep it locked here, and we'll update you when we have further updates, right? Thank you for watching this one. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and share with family and friends. I will see you in the next one. Bye.